Happy New Year! And in today's video, I will tell you a bit more what happened with me and my account for the last 1.5 years. And I will show you a small strategy for Nasdaq that I'm testing currently and trying to implement. So starting first, what happened with me for like 1.5 months that I didn't actually post it. So at the end of November, I was going back home to visit my family. And as you remember, I was doing the Apex challenge and it was going pretty well. I was, I think, $1,600 on plus on that account. So very close to $3,000 that you need to achieve on $50,000 account to pass the challenge. However, maybe some of you tried this already. I prefer to actually trade on the computer when I'm seeing the screen, when I'm looking at it, and do, I think, shorter and faster trades rather than keeping them for too long. And this is actually what happened. So I was traveling, I was doing planes and trains, and I was sometimes out of signal, and I put some trades for a longer time, and they a bit killed me. I'm like still like I didn't kill that account. I went to around $50,000 at that moment, but because I was already on the drawdown, I didn't want it to fail this account already at the beginning of December. And also I was actually curious what will happen if I will fail account, because as maybe you know, with the new payment every 30 days when you're paying, if you fail the account, they will renew your account for this amount of the Apex that you're paying for. So I was thinking, okay, let's check it. I mean, the whole Apex thing is just an exploration, what you can do. So I failed on purpose that account to start fresh on the 1st of December. And actually it took them 3 days to activate my account. Maybe because it was the first time, but it was activated on the 3rd of December with a fresh account. However, again, I've done the same mistake. I was more with my family, a lot of stuff going on, like, like things when you're going back home. There's always a lot to do. And I was not paying so much attention, though I was doing the trades on the computer, but I failed the account within the first day. I just left the trade and I had to go help my mom, and well, I failed it immediately. So for the whole December, I took more rest, especially that like I was the whole month at home mainly, and just looked at smaller trades, started that testing new strategy with Nasdaq, and started the account freshly on the 1st of January. So we're having the account back. And I'm already on plus, but I will not show you anymore at all the trades because it takes a long time. I mean, I know that like last videos were too long. But I will show you the best trades that I've done so far, like in December and in January, based on my new strategy. And let's get and check them out. So let's see. So let's jump now to the strategy that I'm trying to test and implement. This is an amazing drawing that I draw for my trading girls. And in red, we can see the stock price, so the candles that we're seeing on the screen, always. And in the green, I draw an average price. This is just indication. Obviously, also we know that average price is different than true value of the stock, as we know that Nasdaq is still very much overbought. But here, what I'm trying to say is that within the day, there are jumps up and down, but usually the price after the closing of the stock market in US, it's consolidating and trying to find its kind of like, say, 50% the average price of the day. That's why I started to implement the swing. So first of all, I'm looking what is happening before 14:30. So it is the time for me when the US stock market is opening. So 9:30 US New York time. is for me 14.30. And I'm looking what is happening before that time, usually from 12.30, sometimes even 8, but I'm trying to find the significant top. Here, for example, I draw the top at 14.30, and that from moment of the opening of the stock market, I'm doing nothing until the stock market will start reversing. So here we're seeing that the stock market went down, 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 and at some point the price was oversold here, and the market started to reverse to around this average price. So it went even higher and then lower, and then it get back to around 50%. It's obviously not happening always. It's as I calculated, for example, last year it was around 70 times within the whole year, but it is very common that the price is getting back, that the swing is happening. So I'm trying to find those moments, and I'm also including the trend lines. However, in those situations, for example, this trend line is very steep, so I need to be very careful when I'm drawing those. And act very fast if the price will reverse. My stop loss is usually on the 0, wherever is the bottom or the top in the other situation of the drop. And my take profit is on the line of 50% of the drop. So 100% I'm putting at the nearest stop around 12.30 till 14.30 usually. The bottom, I'm trying to see how, when the price is starting to reverse, or when the price will start crossing the very steep downtrend line. Then I'm placing the 0 point of the swing, and then I'm taking take profit on the 50%. So let's go now to the examples which were happening in the past. So here, first I will show you like 2 or 3 examples when the situation happened. So here, for example, we're having 9th of September 2024. And what I would look at the beginning is that I'm seeing that the price the day before dropped, then started to grow, and then around 13.30, we see that there was no news actually, but from 13.30 it started to go up. So at the moment when the stock market is opening, 14.30, I'm looking, oh, okay, the latest bottom is here. So this is where my point 1 is. So 100%. And then I'm adding my steeper line. So I prefer to draw the steeper line around 14.15, 14.30, as then the bigger moves are happening. So here we see that the line could be somewhere around here. So we see that at 15.15, the price started to drop and cross the trend line. So this would be the moment where I would place the trade, and at the same time I can put now the 0 at the top here, as I know that this is currently the top and the price crossed and reversing the direction it's starting to drop. So we're seeing here it crossed not only 0.5 but also 0.61, which is a golden ratio for Fibonacci. So I sometimes might even keep it longer, but these are very short moves. They are 5, maybe 30 minutes trades, sometimes getting to 1 hour and longer, but I'm trying to get those short ones, as I'm not great in staying in the trades for too long, and afterwards I'm panicking still too much. So with the swing, I'm having a take profit fixed on 0.5, 50%, and this is my take profit, which is solid, and I know that I can take those profits very easily. So before we'll go further, we can see that during this day there was a move up, but afterwards the price was overbought. then oversold, and then it went back again to the top. So here we could use the swing again. And also, like, I'm looking if the price is very nicely going candle by candle upward or downward, then I'm more confident that there will be a reversal rather than a choppy like red candle, oh, then green maybe. I prefer if it's like green, 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 and then red, red, red. I took off the colors from my diagrams though, but you're getting it. So here we're having again now 100%, so 1 is at the top. Then we're drawing a steeper trend line, something like that. I mean that the trend lines, if the price is very much dropping very fast, you need to like look at the price very carefully and adjust them, because the move to the other side will be happening very fast. And then we're placing 0 at the bottom. We see that the price started to cross. We're putting at the bottom, and then it went even above 100 here. And then just to check it, if it had here at least 50% with not even that wick, but those candles. So if we'll reverse it, I'm actually curious, I didn't check that. Yeah, it had even, it was hanging around 0.5, but it hit even 0.61, the golden ratio. So that was an amazing day. Obviously, those days are not happening so often. For example, here we're seeing that, like, as the price was since the beginning very choppy. This is undecisive candle, undecisive candle. Okay, we're going short. No, we're going long. I'm not even looking after first 3 candles if we don't have this nice move, like pretty good main body of the candle, indicating long, then okay, I'm ready to take the trade. But when something like this choppy is happening at the beginning of the day, I'm not looking at it. And at reversals, I'm looking between 15 and 15:30 o'clock. So yeah, and then here we have got one more trade. And again, like at the beginning, the price in the morning after the news, here we had the news, it dropped at the news, but then it started to recover. But then we're seeing like first 3 candles, it was a huge drop. So from that moment, I put 100 here. However, first let's put the trend line and see how steep we can go. Yeah, I would go with those 3 candles because we're having the 3 touch points. So this is the candle at 4 p.m. The candle, the long candle, the green candle started to cross the trend line and we started to reverse. So that would be our entry point, and exit would be here, but the price went way higher here. But as I'm saying, like, I just want to take small profits. I'm very happy just to get this small amount here. As for me currently, I need to have got a solid take profit levels, and those ones are helping me very much. So now let's jump to the real examples of the trades taken at the end of last year and at the beginning already of this one, 2025. So let's jump to it. So let's look at the first trade at the end of the year on the 30th of December. And here we can see like a really nice downtrend on Nasdaq on the 5-minute time frame. It started around 12. I'm not taking into account the before consolidation, because though it's a downtrend, it's looking more like a consolidation. The price doesn't know which direction is it moving, and here we're starting to have the slope down. So I started to create a very steep downtrend line because the move is very fast. And let's go at the opening of the market. We see a very big drop down with the candles. Also remember when I was telling you about very nice solid upwards or downwards candles, I was on the 15-minute. time frame. So I'm switching here sometimes between 5 and 15 minutes to see if even with that small noise, the candles are still pretty much solid. So if we'll jump now to 15, we're seeing solid. Okay, a bit choppy started to get here. That's why I was thinking that maybe here the reversal will already happen. But let's see further. It went down up till I think around 3 p.m. Still going down. Yeah, here we're starting to create the bottom. So let's see, I can correct the lines. Here we started to cross the trend line. I could enter here, but we see that after adjusting that trend line to that top wick, this is just pop out and immediately came back. So I'm not entering it yet. Will it make a second bottom? Or no, it looks like it's creating here a double bottom. And let's also adjust the trend line. So this is the new top. And here we saw already a wick. It even made a jump up and it done the pullback. So this is the moment when I would take a trade and create our swing. So the swing is starting from that top moment, which I was saying, till the bottom. So it's here. And let's click buy here, and our take profit will be on that line. Take profit is here. Stop loss would be below the bottom. And let's see how it played out. And this was a really nice trade because it here actually consolidates still a bit. But you could see that like here it's starting to create its bottom. And at the end, the price started to move forward and upward very slowly. So we also need to think that the first drops are usually, and here we're having a profit. The first drops are very sharp, and then the move back, or the other way around, are way slower than the initial drop or rise in the price. We could even have got 0.61, and even if I will stop it, we can see that the price almost hit 0.78. But I mean, I cannot predict the future. So I was very happy with 0.5 and the profit that I took. And I'm not looking and I'm not predicting the future. I don't know what is happening further. So I'm not taking care about that unrealized profit. So now let's see the second trade. It was on the 2nd of January. And we can see that the price was going up. It was respecting perfectly the uptrend line. Finally, around 1 p.m., started to cross it, came back. We're having a pullback, so we can draw the second downward trend line. And we're seeing also that not only it crossed, but there is a big movement at 2 p.m. already. And at 2:30 also there will be a big movement here down. And as the lines are so steep, I actually went here to 1 minute time frame because I was expecting that the reversal would happen. It's possible that could happen very fast. So I started to draw more downward trend lines. We're still going down, down, down. Here we might think that it might have the bottom. No, it still went down. This might be the moment as it started to create two green candles. So I would even like started to put the downward trend line here. And let's see if it will cross it. No, it went still down, but yeah. And let's see if it will close above it. Still above the trend line. Still thinking, but yeah, I mean, I would already place here the trade probably on this pullback, or here the candle at 1444. And And let's draw our Fibonacci retracement. So the top, I would not call this the top, because here is quite, again, of a consolidation. Here the move started to cross and something started to happen, so I'm taking this one as a top of a swing. And here we're having our bottom. So let's place buy, and I place it somewhere here. And the take profit around 0.5. Usually I'm putting it slightly below, and the stop loss below as well, because it might hit 0.5, but it might be hit it by the wick, so it's better to put it slightly lower. And let's see how the trade played out. And as you know, as it was the winning trade, it hit my take profit very nicely. But you saw like it here for a second reverse, and here you see like it was a small pullback on 0.6 as well. So as we saw, the price even hit 0.78. But I am happy with this profit. I don't care what is happening afterwards. I'm not predicting the future, so I was very happy with that one, and this is what I'm taking. So I hope you enjoyed today's video, and today it was slightly different than previous ones, but I hope a bit more compact or more informative. So hopefully see you soon, and see you next time. Bye!